Hello, thank you for joining me today. I'm Amanda Fowler of Inspiring Inkin, and in today's video I'm going to be talking to you about essential tools for paper crafting. So if you're just about to start paper crafting, or you're quite new and you don't know what kind of things you really need to get started, then I'm going to share with you my 5 absolute essentials, and that will help you get started. So first up, you're going to need some kind of trimmer and scoring solution so that you can cut your card blanks. Now I use the Stampin' Up! Paper trimmer and scorer. It's not a surprise really, I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I love Stampin' Up! Products that I would be using this, but it's fabulous. It has 2 blades, so it has a cutting blade and a scoring blade. You can get rotary arm attachments and other things, but I just have the 2 standard ones. With any type of trimmer like this, make sure you buy some spare blades. There's nothing more frustrating than sitting down to make some cards and finding that your blade is dull and it's not cutting properly. Now, the reason I love this trimmer is because it has this arm piece here, which means I can do up to 12-inch pieces of paper and cardstock, and it has a locking mechanism, which means that when I'm going to do parties or classes, I can throw it into my bag and it's not going to get damaged, it's going to be protected. Now, as time goes on, and you will see on other videos, I often use my scoreboard. This is the Stampin' Up! Simply Scored. It's got score lines every 1/8 of an inch. It's absolutely fabulous, and it's quicker to score on this than it is on the trimmer. But this is kind of an add-on. So I love this, but start out with a trimmer and a scorer together, and then perhaps get this as you spend some time with your hobby. So a trimmer, scorer is really important. Then the next thing, scissors. All scissors are not created equal. You need a pair or 2 pairs for preference of really sharp scissors. These are Stampin' Up's paper snips. They're really sharp, and that's why they have a cover, because you really don't want to get that spiked into your hand. They're actually, I don't know how easy the camera's going to be able to pick this up, but they're actually shaped and tapered at the ends. They're really, really sharp, so they're great for cutting intricate things, but also for lifting up glue dots and rhinestones, and just giving a really lovely finish to anything that you're cutting out. If you can, get a second pair of scissors like these craft scissors for ribbon. And I know it kind of sounds like a real extravagance to have a pair of scissors for ribbon, but actually it makes such a difference if you have a pair of scissors just to cut ribbon, because it means that it will always be a lovely sharp point. So 1 or 2 pairs of scissors, really essential. Then this is a paper piercer. It basically makes holes. So it makes holes for brads, it can make decorative elements on your cards. I use it all the time for picking up rhinestones and glue dots, holding things down. It's fabulous. So that's another one. And then 2 more things. This is a bone folder. This is really important for getting a really crisp line on your card blanks. So when you've scored them using your trimmer and you're actually folding them, you run this over the top of them and it gives a really crisp line. It's great when you're doing boxes as well. So that's a really essential piece of kit, and they're really inexpensive. So I'd really go for those. And then last but not least, and I'm going to do another separate video on this, is glue. You've got to have glue. So my favourite glue in the world trusty Tombow. This is a latex glue. It has a really fairly quick drying time for a liquid glue, but it is really, really strong. And there are all sorts of different glues, and like I said, I'm going to do another video on them, but you're going to need something to give dimension and maybe a dry glue as well, and glue dots. Okay, so essential pieces of kit: trimmer, scissors, bone folder, paper piercer, glue. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you'd like to purchase any of the items that you've seen, I do have an online store. Check out all of the information in the details below the video, or pop over to my blog, www.inspiringinkin.com. Thank you very much for joining me today. Bye bye.